Hi there, Dr. Carmen McGinnis with you. Super excited to be talking with you tonight about my investment hypothesis of why we get stuck on the narcissist and how to break the investment. Hi, good evening. Dr. Carmen McGinnis here with you. This evening I would like to talk to you about what I'm calling the investment hypothesis of being in love with a narcissist. Now, this is based on another principle. It's sort of a jump off of two different theories that have to do with behavior analytic management of individuals with problem behaviors. If you look at the narcissist as someone who views your behavior when you resist him as problematic, then you can look at him as the experimenter and yourself as the behavior in this situation, which I know is a twisted tale, but we all know that the narcissist gets us to do what he or she wants us to do. So if you'll just take a leap of faith with me here and follow my thinking. This is based on two other principles. One is the principle of behavioral momentum, which was developed by Charles Mace, one of my professors when I did my doctorate and studied behavior analysis. And what the way it works is that you get the person moving, and then they've got momentum. So if you can get them to take the first step toward that end goal, that end behavior that you want them to perform, then you've got them moving and they have momentum. Maybe start with small things that they're highly likely to do, and then work your way up to things that they were initially less likely to do, but before you know it, they've got you doing exactly what it is that they want you to do. And then the other one that it's based upon, this my premise, my hypothesis, is the behavior trap. And this was developed by Baron Wolf back in 1970. And it's the idea that if you present the behavior with an irresistible set of reinforcers, you will lead him to do the one thing that is desired. So you get him to do small things along the way, and boom, there he is doing the thing. It's not dissimilar to behavioral momentum, but it's a little bit longer of a process. So here's what goes into the mind of someone who is setting a behavior trap. You identify the prey. What are their weaknesses, their inner drives, and their desires? What will reinforce the behavior that you want them to perform? That's number one. Number two is find powerful bait. What does the person really like? What moves him? Number three is set the trap. Place the coveted materials or items or outcomes. In the case of the narcissist, it might be lots of compliments and evenings out together, holding hands, all those sorts of things that the prey that he has identified, he or she, will covet. And then you set them in the person's path. And then number four, you maintain the trap. You start small, as I said, and you use a variety of reinforcers that they're attracted to. Now, here's another thing that is part of this process, is that you periodically don't reinforce them. And this is a principle of behavior that shows us that it ups the value of the reinforcer when the reinforcer is not available every time. And of course, this might well explain why the narcissist goes missing from time to time. And I'm not even proposing that he or she knows what he or she is doing when they do this. It seems to be their natural imperative to make these sorts of decisions and trap individuals in this way. Number five is you appraise your catch. You assess the effect and then plan new traps based on the effects of the first trap. Now, it's really important to understand that once you're performing for the narcissist, he's got you. You have a sense of investment, and this goes back to the name of the topic of this talk tonight, the name of my hypothesis, the investment hypothesis. You have an investment of your time and your energy in this individual. If you leave, you'll have to face the idea, the reality that it was all for nothing. You'll have to give up on him. And then another whole set of things starts to kick in when we get to that give up on him question, which has to do with the savior mentality. And I'll be doing a talk on that in the not that distant future, on the how the rescuer gets involved with the narcissist. That's what I have for you this week. I hope it's been helpful. If you found this content helpful, please consider signing up for my online course, Raising Your Inner Child, where you will learn about your attachment style, what happened in your childhood that may have led up to you being the person you are today, how to correct patterns that have become problematic for you, how to go back and find that inner child, free him or her, and complete the process of becoming the person that you were meant to be. That's Raising Your Inner Child, and I will put a link below. Thank you for tuning in.